Can you dance? Let's see, did I go live yet? Am I live, Alex? All right. Hey, everybody. I don't know. Hold on. Wait. Oh, I feel like I'm in that Austin Powers skit where the son tries to talk, and every time he talks,
Should be dang close.
all right.
Should have some action. Should. Maybe.
Maybe.
Don't think it was live. Don't think it was live, but it's not. There it is.
All righty. All right. I even heard myself.
Okay.
All right. Hey, guys. How you guys all doing out there? I hope you guys all had a really wonderful lunch, actually. And I am going to make the most of this. Got kind of roped in. Got roped in, kind of. But you know what? As always, that's the fun part about doing this stuff. It's the fun part about being on a team is you get to help out your teammates, and you know it's always fun to try something different, right? So today, like I said, I hope you guys have had a great lunch. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. And so today, I'm going to go with a subject that was kind of suggested to me, and this area that we live in, and I know right now, we're all thinking this area we live in is like super hot, and it is. Yes, I understand it is. But one of the really cool things about this area, though, as well, is the Central Valley of California. And now the Central Valley of California goes up to Sacramento all the way down to Bakersfield. But what's so nice about it is we grow in this area such huge amounts of food. And not only do we do this as one of our mainstays when it comes to our economy here in California as a whole, one of the cool parts is you're able to actually grow a lot of stuff at your own home. And because of the way the climate is and the way California is set up, we get a lot of sun. So a lot of stuff grows here. It doesn't freeze. So we don't have to worry about the freezes that a lot of other states have to worry about. And because of all these things, and right now the valley is having some issues with moisture, but point is, we still grow a lot of stuff here. Here in the Stanislaus County region, our main growth of crops, believe it or not, are corn for silage. Our number one is almonds still. And then our other tops are actually, and I know it's not a crop per se, but our other things that were in the farming are milk and chickens. And that's Stanislaus County. Now, if you go a little bit south, those of you who know where the Merced area is at, you go down there, all of a sudden it becomes plums and fruits and things like that, and more fruits and stuff. And then if you drive over towards the Monterey area and you end up in Salinas over there and Watsonville, you see a lot of like artichokes and stuff that requires a lot of heavy amounts of moisture. Now you can grow artichokes in the valley. I actually myself grow artichokes. But I can tell you, because of the amounts of moisture that we get here, I do not get as awesome of artichokes as they do over there in Watsonville. I don't know how many of you guys have looked at the artichokes when they go in there. So it's very diverse throughout this whole state. And if you go into San Joaquin County, your agriculture changes there as well. And it continues to change throughout every part of this Central Valley. I think it's really cool. And I know myself as somebody, we always think about things we do, hobbies, stuff that we can do, maybe even to relax, something we can do on our free time. I like gardening, actually. I do. And so I enjoy having food on my trees outside. So, for example, I have a cherry tree, I have a pluot tree, I have a peach tree, I have a lemon tree, I have a raspberry bush, and I have artichokes. I also grow rosemary, lavender, I grow tomatoes. I grow Brussels sprouts. And also I grow bell peppers. I have 14 different types of peppers growing this year as we speak. Um, so it's fun. I love doing it. I love doing it. And I'll be honest with you, when I'm outside mowing the grass or just like hanging out with my dogs, I can just go over to the tree and get something to eat. And it's relaxing, it's fun, it's something to take care of that it's just, for me, it's a form of meditation. It's being outside, it's being able to relax and enjoy something and get some work in. So I think what I'd like to do.
I am sorry to interrupt your live, but me and Janiyah just heard everything that you have growing at your house, and we have not seen any of it, and we are highly upset.
Oh, okay. So sounds like I'm now bringing more food in and feeding people. But yes, I do grow a lot of different stuff, and so I think what I want to do today is, that's a way I relax, and sometimes we can be intimidated by trying something new. Some of us might be a little afraid, and I don't mean afraid like scared afraid, but like afraid to try something and give it a shot. There's something about getting your hands dirty. There's something about watching, something start this big to get this big to all of a sudden seeing beautiful food coming off of it. I love it. So I'm going to call up Mr. Alex. All right, come on up, sir.
Hi, Zach Wise.
Hey, Alex, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you too.
How you doing? How was your lunch today?
Oh man, you have no idea how good it was.
I have no. Well, I'm not going to know unless you tell me. What'd you have?
Subway.
Oh, Subway.
Off the hook.
Well, let me ask you. Did you get any vegetables on that Subway?
I got lettuce.
You got lettuce. Okay. Well, California does grow a lot of lettuce.
They grow like green cabbage.
They do. Actually, in the Imperial.
That's called lettuce.
In the Imperial Valley, they grow. It's actually very popular for its spring mixes. That's the one with all the different little colors and stuff. They grow a lot of greens in the Imperial Valley. Have you, in your lifetime, ever attempted to grow a tomato, pepper, or lettuce, or any fruit or vegetable of your own?
I am not a big time gardener, but
No.
we grow oranges.
Oh, you do. You do.
Most importantly, not just oranges, nectarines, tomatoes, maybe tomatoes, a little bit of bell peppers.
Wow. Now, with your bell peppers and your tomatoes, I know I use those a lot for sandwiches, salsa. My tomatoes I use for a lot of things like salad. How about you? What do you guys like to use your tomatoes and tomatoes and peppers for?
Those bell peppers usually for a salad. Usually the tomatoes also a salad, and at the same time I think those are used. They're actually used for salsa as well.
Nice, nice, nice. So I'm going to ask you, because I say this about everything I eat off of my off of my trees or my plants. Aren't they the best when they come from your own plant?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, that's fair enough. Might be someone's better out there. Now with the oranges, oranges, one of the reasons oranges do really well here is because we don't freeze. It doesn't freeze. They also do really well in Florida too. And so you have an orange tree. You guys get a lot of oranges off that tree?
We usually do sometimes.
The other cool part about oranges too is they're high in vitamin C.
Yeah.
And vitamin C, I think, is good for you, right? Isn't it?
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
I think it's true.
I'm not going to argue with them. I think it's true as well. So, very nice. So, do you? Is there what? So, not only does your family grow these things on their property, do you ever pay attention to when they grow? I mean, when they start small and then they turn into. What do you think about that? Is it kind of neat how it starts a little tiny something, or even a flower, like with tomatoes? Tomato starts with a flower, and then all of a sudden that flower becomes a red, ripe tomato. What do you think of that whole process? Or have you?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. No, but I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool that you and your family, you guys do that. I think that's awesome. Um, do you know why maybe your family decided to do this? Is this just something is there a gardener in your family?
Usually it's my parents.
Parents like gardening?
Sometimes.
Very
but
nice.
either they want to grow fruits or vegetables, and it's gone very well.
Good, nice. And I bet you they feel pretty relaxed about doing it, huh?
Yeah.
I know when I go out there, it's always relaxing. It's my favorite thing to do, really. Out of everything, that's probably one of my favorite things to do. So, right on. I think that's exciting. So, when the oranges are coming in, you need to, I'm going to hold you accountable to start bringing me some oranges.
I'll bring some in for sure.
All right, I like it. I like it. Sounds good. Well, Alex, thanks for coming up and sharing. I think that's really
You're
cool that you and
welcome.
your family actually do all that and grow that. I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, sir. Well, that was really cool. So, not necessarily Alex is involved in it just himself, but his whole family does it. And sometimes, here in the valley, we get lucky, and sometimes, maybe our neighbor has a fruit tree that's just growing over our fence, and we get some. It happens quite a bit around here. I have another guest. She's up and stretching and ready to go. Catherine, yeah. Hey, Catherine. How are you?
Good.
How was your lunch today?
It's okay.
Yeah, just okay? Yeah, anything good or just yeah,
The
okay.
same as always.
Same as always. I have days like that. Hey, now I gotta ask you, so, California, we have a lot of stuff here. You're an Oakdale person,
Yeah.
right? And I know when you drive out to Oakdale, you see a lot of the orchards, right? A lot of the trees.
Yeah, the peach trees.
Yeah, there are some peach trees out there. And so do you like those peach trees when you drive by those?
No, we don't get any peach trees from there. We just get strawberries from the strawberry store. My mom likes it, like I still like strawberries.
Your mom likes strawberries? Oh, nice. So do you guys grow your own strawberries, or did your mom go to the fruit stand and
No,
get
my
them?
mom mainly grows flowers. She doesn't grow fruit.
She grows flowers. That's another, guys. Catherine brings up a great thing here. I'm talking about food in general and the crops, but flowers is another form of gardening that can be just as peaceful and beautiful. I have actually 5 different rose bushes, and I have some flowers that I grow as well. Flowers are really pretty, don't you think, Catherine?
Yeah, I think flowers are pretty.
Yeah? Do you have any favorite flower that you like?
I don't have a flower, but can I talk more about food now?
Yeah. You know what, Catherine? You're a girl after my own. We're going. Yes, food it is. What's your favorite kind of fruit?
I thought California's native fruit was the avocado.
Avocado. That might be That might be our native fruit. Yes, but our popular export growths are what I was talking about earlier. But yes, as a native fruit, avocado is definitely. We do have California avocados. I actually have an avocado tree as well. I forgot to bring that up. I have an avocado tree. What's one of your favorite fruits if you had to pick one?
Well, main flavor has been, but now these days it's one of your plumots.
My pluots, yes. Catherine has taken a liking to some of the pluots that I bring in. What do you think?
Which reminds me, where's the one you promised me a while ago?
You know what? You're right. I just thought about that as soon as I said that, and I have been a bad bringer of my pluots, so I need to bring more pluots tomorrow.
You mean you've been lying to me? You never brought them.
I'm not trying to say I've been lying to you. I get busy and I forget, but I'm not lying to you.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, Catherine.
I'm not blaming you for anything. I'm just saying I was just wondering why you haven't got any influence from you lately.
Oh, well, I apologize. This old guy gets going when he gets home and I forget. You know what? I told my neighbors I'd bring some over to them too, and I still haven't brought them. So I need to bring you and the neighbors' pluots.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll bring those in. So what do you like about those pluots? Do you have anything that's specific? Is it
I tried apricots before when I was younger, and they're good.
apricots are yummy, huh?
Yeah, they're the pet fruits.
Yes, they are. They are. Now, with Oreo, does Oreo eat any fruit?
No, he likes carrots.
Oh, okay. He's a carrot person. Nice. Now, don't you think that'd be pretty cool if you could grow your own carrots for Oreo?
Nah, we decided to just buy them for him because it's way easier and cheap. Easier.
You know what? I get you. Sometimes it is a lot easier, and it's not as messy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, Catherine, I appreciate you coming on here. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I appreciate you talking to me, and I do appreciate you being honest and going, Zach, where the heck are my pluots you promised me? So I will bring those in. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, Catherine. Thank you so much. I'm going to get my next guest up here in a moment. But
Okay.
Catherine brings up some good points, you guys. You know, gardening isn't always food. It can definitely be the flowers like her mom does. And Catherine brings up another really good point as well. Strawberries, her mom's favorite food, or fruit, I should say, is actually, that's another one of California's top producers. The strawberry harvests usually coincide the summer bookend holidays. So Labor Day and Memorial Day, I believe, right? Yeah. So they kind of fall in place with those two. So guys, our next guest, it's this guy I've never met before. I think he says hi to me every morning, but I still don't know who he is. He's coming on up here. What's your name again, sir?
Oh my God, Zach, come on. You know that.
I know who this is. This guy right here, I can tell you right now, about a year ago, I remember saying something about how nobody comes by my door and says hi to me in the morning. This guy has said hi to me every morning since then. I have paid attention. Angel, good to have you here, man.
Yep.
Thanks for being here.
No problem.
Did you have a good lunch today?
Yeah.
Yeah? Anything special?
Just the same old thing that regular lunch or everything.
Well, you obviously like the same old thing, right?
Yes.
So what's the same old thing you enjoy eating?
Sandwich thing.
Oh, yummy. What kind of sandwich?
Just ham and pasta. Sometimes on sandwich, sometimes I can either put cheese or lettuce on top of it.
You know what? Hey, when I'm at home, you give me a piece of bread and some mayonnaise, and I'll slap the mayonnaise on it and put the ham or turkey in the middle, and there's a sandwich for me. So hey, I'm right there with you. Nothing wrong with that. Now I gotta ask you, how about you? Have you ever had an opportunity to grow any foods at your house before?
No.
No?
No.
Have you ever thought about it?
To be honest, I have never thought of that.
No. What do you like? Now I gotta ask. What? And it's okay if you've never even thought about it. What do you think would be something though, if you could, or let's say you decided to, you said, you know what, I am gonna go do something. What do you think you would try? What would be your first thing you might try to grow?
Maybe tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Nice. Tomatoes are a good one.
Yeah.
You're good. Do you like tomatoes?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you? What do you like to eat your tomatoes on? Sandwiches or
And
salads?
And like burgers or whatever.
Burgers. How about? Do you like salsa?
Salsa. To be honest, I never tried salsa.
You've never tried salsa before?
No.
No. Just doesn't look like your cup of tea, huh?
Yeah.
Or are you worried about it being too spicy?
I'm worried about it being too spicy.
Ah. Okay. Well, hey, there are some salsas out there that aren't too spicy, which you
Yeah, I
might
know.
like.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell
I
you.
know.
That's your call. So tomatoes. You know, there's so many different varieties of tomatoes.
Yes.
You know, you have your little cherry tomatoes, the red ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then of course you have the big, they call them I think like the beefsteak tomatoes. Like
The big round.
you like those ones? Yeah, they're huge. And then they have Roma tomatoes, where like they're oblong. And then you can get like all these heirloom tomatoes. One of my favorite ones, they're called like a pear tomato, and they're like a yellow, and they're almost like a cherry tomato, and they're yellow. Oh, they're so good and sweet right off the bush, right off the tomato plant. So yummy. You know though, I was gonna say one thing that's cool, Angel. A tomato, you can get one that's kind of already in a pot, and if you put it in a pot about yay big, you know, you could actually grow that like on a small patio, and you could actually grow your own tomatoes and it'd be pretty low key and pretty easy. As long as you made sure you gave it the right amount of water and made sure it got sun.
Mm.
It wouldn't be too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever want me to show you some tricks? I could come in my office and I'll show you. If you ever feel like growing a tomato plant, I'll help you. I'll help you, give you some ideas on how you can get going. Do you now? Do your parents do any gardening?
No.
No, no
They,
good.
they usually have work every day.
Oh man, well yeah.
Especially with this heat happening right now.
I know this.
Well,
Heat,
luckily they're inside. They're inside, so that's a good thing.
that's a very good thing. Thank goodness they're inside. I know. Thank goodness I'm inside.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to melt even being inside. I couldn't imagine being outside, right?
Yeah.
So no, I'm going to tell you though, seriously. Your honesty was awesome, but also too, tomatoes not that tough. You should give it a try.
Yeah, I heard about that. Tomatoes is really not that tough to grow. You know.
Yeah, like I said, come if you ever wanted. I could show you I could show you. We could look it up on the online. I could show you what to grab. And tomatoes are, like I said, they're pretty easy. I mean, you can pretty much either keep them in a pot or you can dig a hole and just shove it in the ground, and pretty much you're going to get tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomatoes are pretty low key. They're a good one to. They're a good first one to play with. All right,
Yeah.
Angel. I believe that's your name, right?
Yes.
I'm glad to finally meet you. And
Bless you.
bless you over there. And glad to finally meet you. And
Yeah.
thanks for coming on here, buddy.
Have fun.
Angel, he comes by my office door every day. Like I said, no joke. Ever since I made that comment a year ago or so, every day I know Angel's here because he swings by and says hello. My next guest, he's never been up here before. It's going to be his first time, and it's Travis, right?
Yep.
Travis, hey Travis,
Hey.
how are you?
Yeah. You know, in all honesty, looking at myself, I never thought I would come up here because I don't take care of myself because I mess with my beard all the time. It's all scraggly, so it's like, why am I here? But I had nothing else better to do because there's not much to do here in the center. I remember back when I first got to the old center, back when barbecue days, we actually would barbecue. They would actually have barbecues out of the back. They had little basic math papers you would do, and that's what we did during the day.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Well, we still do some stuff like that. You just kind of started getting your feet wet back in here, right? So today, like I was talking about, we're kind of talking about California, and California grows a lot of food for the world. Do you, at your house, do you guys, or you yourself, do you have anything that you guys grow around your house?
Well, we do have various seeds. My mom likes to buy potted plants to put them places, and she does grow flowers like roses.
Oh, pretty.
And one of the roses is called ketchup and mustard, red and yellow roses, which look really nice.
That sounds very pretty, actually.
Yes. And I would always like to grow herbs that we use because that's very practical. But I don't know what we cook with because it's like saving money, but herbs aren't that expensive.
Herbs, you know what's fun, Travis? Herbs, because I do grow a lot of herbs. I didn't name all my herbs that I grow, but I do grow some other herbs as well. And herbs are fun to grow with because you know what I like to do is one of the things I do is I grow one of the herbs I grow is rosemary, and rosemary is very hardy. You can almost just stick it in the ground and it'll just grow, and I like to when I roast chickens, I'll go outside, I'll grab a lemon off my lemon tree or a couple lemons off my lemon tree, and I'll stuff the chicken with the lemons, and then I'll stuff it with the rosemary I cut, and then I put some rosemary on the top of it, and then I roast it over slow roast for a couple hours, and then I get a lemon rosemary chicken. And I love the herbs because my favorite part is the freshness of them.
Yeah, they're always so good fresh. You know, in America we grow herbs, but we import spices from across the globe because we just don't have the climate you to grow the spices.
No, you're right. Well, and you're right. We don't have the same climate as various places, and then, and that's part of the importing of exporting of all of our goods. Is there are some things that, like you said, that we're not going to be able to grow here in California or even probably in the United States, right?
Yeah, and of course, one of our probably most major imports is chocolate. Because if you go to the bakery, we have such a huge sweet tooth here in America.
Yeah. How about you? Do you have a huge sweet tooth?
Oh yeah, I love the chocolate chip cookies you get at the bakery. My mom prefers Oreos. I mean, literally, one time when we went shopping, I wanted to go to the bakery to get chocolate chip cookies because I like them and my dad likes them. But all we did was get Oreos and small Tate's cookies, which are these kind of soft chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, kind of like the Chips Ahoy.
No, they're like fancy. I mean, they've got some. They're like organic and other. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Chips Ahoy are perfectly fine, but I like soft cookies, and those are hard cookies.
Gotcha. So you like your cookies to be softer.
Yes.
Makes sense to me. So I'm going to tell you, Travis just made me hungry for cookies, and I think I might. Oh, I think I ran out of cookies at home, Travis. I'm going to have to pick some up. Where do you recommend I go?
Well, depends. You can probably pick them up anywhere. Have you ever had anything from the Brown Pepper Farms? They got started as actually premium bread because the woman who started the company son had allergies supposedly, so she wanted the best product for her child, and she had she was part of Pepperidge Farm because that's really what the brand is, and they have exotic names and they're of higher quality products than the standard cookie you can get at the store.
All right, so I'll have to give that a shot. Travis, thank you so much for coming on up here.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, really. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, and I'm signing out.
All right, good job. It's not easy to get up here and be on camera. Good job. So, I got time, I think, for one more. Come on up here, Mr. Man. I think we all know who this guy is. I still don't think he's logged in though.
No, I ain't.
His shirt says "log me in." I don't think he's logged in
No,
still. I didn't log in this morning either. So where am I at, Steve?
I don't know.
Steve doesn't even know where I'm at. So Steve, you've been around a while. You've done some stuff in your life.
Yeah.
Have you ever grown any crops, like any tomatoes or peppers or anything food? Have you?
Yeah.
Nice. What are some of the things?
But I've got them growing right now
Oh yeah, where are you guys growing?
in Delhi.
Okay, so out in Delhi, you guys are growing some crops.
Yeah.
Are you growing tomatoes or peppers or anything?
Tomato, pepper, hot pepper.
Hot peppers. What about squash? That's another common
Yeah.
one too. I know I grow a lot of squash every
Yeah,
year.
you got some sauce.
Got some squash. Right on. Now, do you go out and pick it or eat it
No,
or
my son does.
your son does? Make your son do all that work?
Yeah, he got the little cherry tomato.
Oh, he's got the little hot, spicy little
Yeah.
tomatoes, huh? He's got habanero.
Yeah.
Have you eaten one of those yet?
Yeah.
How'd you feel after you ate it?
Yeah.
It is hot. The valley actually is really nice though when it comes to growing stuff.
Yeah.
Does your son, when you watch your son and he does go out there, does he look like he's relaxed when he's out there kind of enjoying himself?
He propagated plants.
He just takes care of them.
Yeah. Take a piece off and throw it away and use that.
Yeah, he's cleaning up. He's topping them and making sure
Yeah.
they're not wasting. Because a lot of times when you're growing a plant and you're doing it by yourself at home, not like the mass harvesters, the people that sell their stuff, guys like your brother or your son, I'm sorry, and guys like myself. you know, it is important that we take off certain things because we don't want the water to be wasting
Yeah.
itself growing extra leaves and things. We want it to be going to the fruit. So that's really cool. That's really cool. I think that's really awesome that you guys do that. Now, have you ever had an opportunity to eat any of the stuff that he's?
Yeah, I eat some tomato.
Oh, have you? What'd you think?
It tastes good.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, well, the vine.
Right off the vine. Well, you know, because here's the thing. This is the one thing about that. When you're picking a tomato off the vine or a peach off a tree or, you know, any kind of food, right? You're picking it right when it's ripe.
Yeah.
So it's going to taste the best because
Yeah.
you're picking it at the best time. What happens is when we go to the store, the thing is those things had to be picked a couple weeks before they were ripe.
Yeah.
So they had to ripen off the tree. So a lot of times when we get what we get at the store, it's not bad. It just doesn't have the same flavor because
they treat it with gas.
and they do treat them with various things, and there's some things they put on the outside of them to make them look shinier and
Yeah.
stuff. But they just don't taste the same because they're not picked when they're ripe. So, yeah, so you're right. I'm right there with you. Anything that comes directly off the vine is where it's at for me. It always tastes the best. So I agree with you 100% on that.
That's good.
So, well, hey, Steve, be careful with those hot peppers.
Yeah.
Don't eat too many more of those.
Oh,
Okay? You learned your lesson after that time.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't learn lessons unless we give it a shot sometimes, right?
Yeah.
I hear
Don't
you.
do that to me either.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, hey guys, I appreciate everybody who came on today. Steve as well. I do appreciate Steve coming on and everybody else who came on today. I know the subject was a little different, but you know, it is amazing what we do have in this area, what we do grow in this area. It's amazing how many people in this area actually do grow foods, whether it's on a small level or a larger level. And like I said, it doesn't have to be just foods. It can be, you know, it can be the flowers that we heard about. You know, flowers are very pretty and very peaceful and very nice to look at. So, you know, get out in the yard, do a little gardening. It's really actually a lot of fun, you guys, I can tell you. I know right now it's really, really hot, and so I understand maybe like, I don't want to go out right now, I get that. But, you know, when it levels out a little bit, give it a shot. Like I said, I personally, if you want to try something out personally and you just want to start because you've never done it, go get yourself a tomato plant that's grown about yay big, shove it in a bigger pot, and start watering it, see what happens, and just kind of pay attention to the process. And you might be amazed. You might fall in love with it. I can tell you that much. You really might. All right, guys. Thank you all for being on here. Once again, Steve, thank you. Thanks so much. And we will definitely see you all tomorrow. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Bye now. Bye, Steve. All right, I got to come turn this off.